Hey folks, it's me Brian. This is what I'm drinking tonight. I'm having Quinta da Devesa, a 10-year-old white porter. The label reads, the 10-year-old white port was obtained from a variety of grapes recommended for the demarcated Douro region. The aging process occurred naturally over many years in wooden casks at the Quinta da Devesa cellars, resulting in the darkening of its initial color, clean gold color. The bouquet reveals intensity and complexity with notes of dried fruits. The palate is seductive with a long and pleasant finish. This is going to seduce me, y'all. So let me waste no more time and get into it. Actually, I got into it already. So here's what it looks like. If you are familiar with ports, it does not look like your ordinary port. It is not as dark as your ordinary port. It is not red. It has a brownish color to it. So it is different in that respect. It's not white though, but it is different in that respect. How's it smell? Well, it smells like a typical port. You smell the grapey sweetness, and I couldn't tell the difference when I first had this, and I smelled it and thought to myself, this smells like an ordinary port. But it went a different way when I gave it a sip. So let's give it a sip, folks. Prost, my friends. So what the difference is here is not necessarily the mouthfeel. It's still pretty thick, full mouthfeel, but the sweetness. It is simply not as sweet as tawny port or ruby port. It has a complex palate, complex flavors, but it's just not as sweet. Some of you may view that as a good thing. Some may view it as a bad thing. It's just not as sweet. It is what it is. Not as sweet as an ordinary port. And it's almost the same mouthfeel, but just a tad bit lighter. You taste a sweet grapiness, almost like some of those malt beverages that are grape based. It almost tastes the same, except that it has a little bit extra in it. It's not as sweet. It has some other flavors in it. I can't put my finger on it, but it has other flavors in it that make it a pretty decent product. How would I rate it? Well, I rate it 80 out of 100. I don't know much about white ports. This is my very first one, but considering how it tasted, it's not a bad beverage. It's just not as sweet as I'm accustomed to. It's a decent mouthfeel, has decent flavor to it. I give it an 80. Stay safe, stay sane, and I will see you on the next video.